Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you very much for trying to join us today with Speak Up and Empower with Real Talk Travel. Due to circumstances beyond our control, our representative that was going to talk about our wonderful adventure that we were going to go on to South Africa and the safaris and all the wonderful different adventures that you could try in South Africa, something came up, so he cannot join us today. So I just wanted to mention I really appreciate all the loyal supporters and you watching Speak Up and Empower with Real Talk Travel. Travel is opening up in many countries. They're already moving very quickly in going to their destinations and so forth. Here in Canada, travel is opened up, and the fact that if you're fully vaccinated then you don't have to quarantine when you come back into Canada. The key is, because so many countries are opened up already and fully traveling, many have already started booking, whether it's the cruises, whether it's their all-inclusives, whether the river cruises, whether they're small tours, like this one we were going to talk about from South Africa. There's different requirements that's needed for different countries. And it's where a travel agency person, a travel pro, a travel advisor, whatever you want to call them, as a professional, is very handy to have. It's like a life coach in your back pocket, because we can guide you along the way, because there's so many changes within the travel industry. And you want to make sure when you're going on your travel destination, your adventure, your experience, that you really are prepared and have all the proper documents. And travel has really, the industry has really been affected severely by the COVID-19. In many countries, Canada, lots of restrictions. But the thing is, you want to be fully prepared and know in advance when you are traveling which country you want to go to, what you need, and what's the requirements. And here's where a travel agent really is going to be like that life coach in your back pocket, because we're there to help guide you, direct you, and help you plan out your adventure, your travel experience, so that you really can have those memorable times, but to make sure that everything is in order so that you're not rejected, because there's constant changes even within countries as to being vaccinated. At one time, if you had two separate vaccines, even though you had the two shots, some countries did not allow you in. Now there's been adjustments to that, and now you're allowed in those countries. So it's always nice to see there's updates and changes, policies, procedures, but the resorts themselves, the hotels, activities that you go on, the fact that how they're going to make you safe and be able to transport you there safely, and looking after your well-being from point A to point B. And that's the key, because we don't want anything to happen to our dear clients and people going on vacation. They don't want nothing to happen. So there's lots of insurances you have to look at. And this is where the travel advisor like myself, who actually does destination weddings, we can do the romance, the honeymoon packages, small groups, because I'm with Group Travel by Susan. So we can get you all the logistics done for your groups or corporate events or whatever the case may be, to make you feel safe from the time you depart till the time you arrive at your destination, and vice versa. So everything will be in place and safe for you, so you can enjoy your adventure, like I said, your experience, and come back with those memorable memories. And like I said earlier, unfortunately, our individual that was supposed to come on today for Indus Travels, and we were going to talk about South Africa, and we actually have a tour. There's the link for the tour is actually in the chat box, so you can click on it and see what the tour is actually all about. if something that interests you, then please reach out to me and contact me, and let's get you on this tour. Variety of dates that you can go on, and the groups are smaller so that they can do the social distancing and make everything well and protective and safe protocols for everyone that's in going on any kind of group traveling, and that's the biggest key. So stay tuned. There's lots of things happening, lots of adventures, there's lots of great opportunities to be able to go to wonderful destinations. And the key is booking now and maybe just putting a small deposit on and being able to pay the balance further. And they're giving a freedom for you to be able, if something comes up again, that you can move the date. You can get a full refund, full credit, or a full credit to be able to move it, or even change the name with some of the opportunities for the tour operators if you couldn't go at that time. So don't delay in booking your travel. It is open. If you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to come back in quarantine, and there's still different restrictions for the airlines that's needed. The PCR testing and the certain requirements for different islands, different countries. So you need to be well versed as to what's really happening so that when you go to your destination, you can be able to arrive, be greeted, and be able to enjoy. And that's the key. And every day there's always something opening up and being able to help us out so that we can really be able to go on these tours, go on these all-inclusives, go on these cruises so that we feel safe because of the procedures and all the crews and the hotel staff and everybody in the tour groups of activities with the transportation being vaccinated, and they put everything into place to make you safe. So stay tuned next week. We're going to have another adventure that will be waiting for you, and I'm sure you're going to really enjoy having what the venture is all about. Like I said, look in the chat. There's the link for the tour for the South Africa, and Africa itself is a game changer. So anybody who books to go to Africa is really astounded, and it really touches them to really reflect on things in life. And then with going on a safari, they make sure that you see the big five, but then you can see the countryside, and there's so much to see in South Africa itself, like Cape Town and Johannesburg. It's so beautiful. They have wine country, the cuisine. If you're adventurous, you could do shark cage diving. You could actually do diving there. There's so much to see. Victoria Falls, lots and lots of things that you can see. So unfortunately, the representative couldn't join us today, but hey, the adventures keep going on, and you need to contact us right now so that you get your destination of choice, because everything's booking up, because all the other countries are actively booking and being able to get their dates. So we'll look forward to seeing you next week, and we're going to talk about the beautiful island of Dominica, and our representative will be here with us to be able to tell us more about that beautiful island. Excuse me, that it's open, the protocols they put in place to make it safe, the waterfalls, the hiking, the diving, the snorkeling, their chocolate, the cuisine, the Creole, because the mixture of the different countries. So join me next week on the Ventures of Dominica and find out what Dominica, this beautiful paradise island, which they're actually making their own airport. That's so exciting that because now you have to go through another airport for a boat to get there from a different island, or another hop, skip, and a jump airline. But absolutely stunning island, and you will be amazed as to the culture of the people and what it has to offer, you. Okay, everybody, please be safe. Keep smiling. Think of travel, dream travel. But the thing is, book now for the dates that you want, even into the 2022, because they are getting booked up. Oh, before I go, fantastic new all-inclusive resort that is in Canada. It's the Club Med. The Club Med is in Charlevoix, Quebec. It is stunning. It opens up in December this year, and we're already taking bookings for that. So they've got opportunity. If people don't even ski, they will teach you to ski. They have the kids clubs, the kids skiing, and the fact that you'll be able to snowboard, but it's open all year round. You can do hiking even the fall, the summer into the spring. But the thing is, it's all inclusive. Beautiful resort overlooking like the river. The landscape is stunning. You really need to get there and book. If you don't want to fly, you can drive there from Ontario, 8 hours. But beautiful, beautiful spot. So think of that as a new adventure coming up in even December that is available to book right now. So thank you again, and I apologize that the representative for Indus Travel couldn't be with me today talking about South Africa, but stay tuned. Join me next week, and we'll be able to talk about that beautiful island of Dominica and what it has to offer. And you know what? The adventure is waiting, so you'll just have to join me and come and see what it's all about. Oh, see there, I've got so much to say today. On Thursday night, I have an event, and if you're interested in coming, it's called Romance Under the Sun. We are going to be talking about different destinations that could be anywhere with the sun. And this week on July 22nd at 7 o'clock, it's via Zoom. So DM me if you would like that link, or you can go to my Facebook or under Real Talk Travel, or just my Susan's travel destination, weddings, honeymoon, dream vacations. It will be listed there. There's a link. Join us to register. Seats are limited, and it will be just half hour, 7 o'clock to 7:30, and we'll talk about these destinations on once a month through that Romance Under the Sun, and we'll be able to take you in other places that maybe you never dreamed of going before. So that wraps it up for today, but join us next week. Thank you so much, very much for joining me today, and we will continue our adventures weekly, and I'm looking forward for you to join me again. So everybody take care, be safe, and just keep smiling, okay? Bye.